Concave lenses are a little different than convex lenses. It's easier to remember what type of image they have because they always cause diverging light rays. And remember, diverging light rays cause virtual images, so they always have a virtual image, so you know that. But it's a little more difficult to draw the diagrams, so you really need to practice a little more with these. The image is always upright, and it's always smaller than the object. So you can see in this ray diagram, they've drawn one ray from the top of the object, and it hits the center of the lens, and then it goes up and away. And then the second ray goes, and it actually is supposed to go all the way through to the focal point on the other side, but it doesn't actually do that, but that's where you'll draw that straight line. And then once it hits the center of the lens, it will go horizontally away. So you can see these light rays right here are diverging because they're not coming together. So in order to see what's going on with the image, you have to draw this kind of dotted line backward, and this one goes through the focal point on this side, so that's how you would draw that one. And this one is just horizontal to wherever this ray 2 line was. And where those meet, that's your image, and your image is virtual because you have these diverging light rays. So to recap, concave and convex mirrors or lenses. A convex lens, your focal point, when you're doing the math, the focal point will always be positive. So that's pretty key. So this is the sign of focal point or focal length when doing math. So for convex, it will always be positive, and for concave, it'll always be negative. And you can see there's a couple different things that can happen with a convex lens, depending on the location of the object relative to the focal length. For a concave lens, you're always going to get a reduced image, and you're always going to get a virtual image. So it's a little easier to remember what's going to happen with a concave lens than a convex because there's only one possibility. But usually these real images are a little easier to draw in your ray diagrams. And you'll see that when we do ray diagrams in class and in the ray diagram video. So that's the bulk of what you need to know for concave lenses until we get to drawing ray diagrams.